You've mentioned this in the past when we've done interviews, is that you are someone who spent a lot of time watching like the best Korean mid laners play, for example, Faker, Showmaker, all the really good ones back in the day, right? There's an area already, Febiven, that even though every pro in LCS and LEC says they'll do anything to win and stuff, they don't do that. A lot of them don't do that. Like some do every now and then, but a lot of them, even then, as you're saying his as well, maybe they watch it on a second monitor while they're playing, but they're not really studying it, right? Trying to figure out what he's doing in the laning phase or what he's doing with his abilities. Like that's one aspect I already think like that's how you do extra if you're a Western pro, I agree. And then the other thing is this, when you said how when you were in America, you were playing loads of solo queue, a lot of people might not remember this, but I remember everyone saying about like, oh, look, Febiven's so toxic, like look at him complaining in solo queue. But it's like, to me, what I actually took from that dude, because I've heard that story so many times in European players, is like over there, the mentality is if you play solo queue and the games are just shit and people are trolling and people are just in, you're supposed to just go, haha, who cares? And then just waste your time for like 2 hours or whatever. Like if you actually sort of say like, dude, this is my fucking job. I'm trying to practice like as a pro. People get mad at you, right? And they act like you're an asshole. Like, isn't that sort of implies something about the culture right there, right? Like why aren't people trying to get better? Ranked where you're supposed to try and get good, guys. If you want to go and have fun, go play a fucking ARAM or a normal game. Why are you in ranked? You know what I mean? I don't get it, mate.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that's like it's out of your control, right?
Sure.
It takes a lot of patience and acceptance to understand that you're better off playing solo queue, just muting everyone. You know, sometimes you have to mute the pings of your teammates, but clearly don't chat with people that are trying to, you know, provoke you or something, or just like some people would just run it down on purpose, right? But it's like at some point you build resilience that you go into the game and you know what you want to practice, and regardless of what your team does, it doesn't matter to you because you know what you're getting out of that game. And whether that's playing a game out for 20 minutes when people are legit running it down, it can actually, you know, help your mental strength in a sense, right? Like your patience and acceptance. So it's not just only gameplay and like, oh, this guy messed up. No, it's like ultimately solo queue is about you know, yourself, like improving yourself, small things, right? And it's also like some people, they are high ranked, but they have no ambition to get better or, you know, to get pro or something. And that's also something you have to accept. Like, you know, not everyone is like you. Like, you need to try to understand what is happening, you know, like around you, and adapt. I think just being able to, you know, be flexible in your mind and be like, okay, I understand the circumstances. I'm going to accept it. I'm not going to blame whatever, you know, is going to affect my game, you know, or my improvement, if that makes sense.
Sure. See more cool, funny, interesting clips based on topics from my content? Well, subscribe to this channel then, or, you know, be a pleb and don't.